What up? Schwiener here, episode 10 of our West Brom United career mode. We're in the Premier League. We are in the Premier League. We scraped by 6th place, won the playoff promotion. We are here. $60 million in the budget. And the first player that we are going out to buy is Takai, the center back we had on loan from Tottenham last year, who had some incredible tackles and defensively was pretty sound all around. And we really have to up the level. I'm not. I guess level, yeah, like up just the overall quality that this team is sitting at right now and create depth. We will in no way survive the Premier League with our current squad. So we're also signing Kristen Walton on a free. Has some Premier League experience, championship experience, bringing him as a backup goalkeeper behind Griffiths here. I'm going to go through a couple of free agent signings that we picked up early on here. We needed another left-footed center back, or I guess I don't even know if we have a left-footed center back. So we brought in Del Croy, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, the ex-Burnley man, on a free as well. Still relatively young-ish. I think he's like 27, 28. But brought him in as just depth on that left-handed side for the center back here. So I think that is an awesome, awesome pickup with Premier League experience as well. And then this is, like I had mentioned, we're trying to up the quality and level of the team to survive. And this might be a little controversial. I know Isaac Price has been incredible. He's 73 or 4 rated right now, but we had this guy just sitting, staring, glaring at us in the free agent market here. Tony Frug, I believe the Croatian, coming in at an 80 rated. And again, it's something where we're increasing our depth as well as just our quality. And I know we got to give Isaac Price play time. I promise we are going to give Isaac Price play time. But Tony Frug, I just felt like we couldn't pass up on him just sitting there in the free agent market. And our backup was Bainey at like a 65 rated. He just was not good enough. If something were to happen to Price, we'd be screwed, right? So Tony Frug, welcome. We also sold Balick for $5 million. We kind of sold off some scraps here. Higgins as well off to Huddersfield. Just needed to kind of get any sort of money that we could. George Campbell to Coventry. So, we're collecting an extra 10 or so million here with these players. Fontana, our Italian left back, we're sitting out on loan. Joshua Hutton as well, we're sitting out on loan to Stoke City. And Bainey, he's slightly or sneakily young. He's still only like 22, so we're sending him off on Hull for a loan spell here as well. And we got Takai. We went after and got Bove, who just signed for Watford. I think it was because the Serie A doesn't allow pacemakers, and I guess he has a pacemaker, which is kind of wild. So he signed for Watford, but in this save, he is signing for us here at West Brom. So Bo, welcome back to the squad. Our other player that proven to be a significant piece, but was on loan last year for us. So welcome back. Excited to have him in Takai. We also signed Sambo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sambo. Just depth again. We had no backup left or right back, so we signed Sambo in for a couple million here from Burnley. He's young as well, like 21 or something like that, and super speedy. So a cheap backup option for us to have. So excited to bring Sambo in here as well. And then this is I went through and looked at who was on the transfer list for teams, and this guy, yes, he's old, but he's got experience. He provides us depth. He's a cheap option, and he's an engine. It's Calvin Phillips, coming from Manchester City for a few $1,000,000. I think it was for like $3 or $4 million. We'll see here in a second. I think that he just brings a letter a level of leadership and experience as well as depth to the squad. So excited for him. And the left winger was really what I was eyeing to bring in an upgrade behind Johnston, who's like kind of getting old. I think he's in his early 30s, 73. So we went after, and we got Patati, if I'm pronouncing that properly. Patuti, the Brazilian here from the Netherlands, AZ Allmark guy. He's got a lot of potential. He had really just solid stats across the board. His shooting, crossing, passing, pace. So I'm excited about that. And also bringing in Bali Mumba as a backup left back here from, I think it was, oh God, where did we sign him from? Couldn't tell you. I forgot. And it was just right there. Portsmouth maybe or something. Especially, I don't know. Sully's as well as gone for like nothing changed. I just wanted him out of the squad. I didn't want the wages, so he's gone out of here. This Plymouth Argyle. Plymouth Argyle is who we signed Mumba from. Denny Todd as well out on loan here. So sending some of our youth players that we had signed at the end of last year here, and a bit of controversy again. A little bit of controversy. Our leading goal scorer almost broke the record. Basically got us to promotion, but we are saying goodbye to Berthe. Brighton showed up and said, here is $50 million. And I said, sheesh, 50? Let's do it. Let's take the money and find someone more of a long-term. Berthe was like 27, 28. We signed him in the free agency. It wasn't the most realistic kind of thing to do. We also say goodbye to Memphis as well. But so Berthe, I know, but guys, I promise we're gonna go find a striker to replace him. It's gonna be an upgrade, and this is the guy. I didn't know much about him. I know nothing about him as an actual player or who he is, but my God, his stats were incredible. 90 pace, insane dribbling, like 83 shooting, just a solid, pacey striker up top that can wreak some havoc. He's a little on the small side, but that's fine. It's Amora coming in from Wolfsburg. Muhammad Amora. 45 mil, I think, is what we signed him for. I mean, this guy is just an absolute pace and dribble demon and can shoot the ball. And I think he is going to, as much as we love Berthe, I think he's going to bring even higher level to scoring, because that's going to be an issue. It was an issue for us last year, only having Berthe scoring. So provided some relief out on the wings with Patati or whatever, Patati, and bringing Amora. We really need to score goals if we're going to try and survive. And what an absolute way to start the Premier League off here. It's an away game at Arsenal, who's currently in real life sitting in first place in the Premier League, first place in the Champions League. I mean, you could not have gotten a tougher matchup and environment to play in for our first Premier League game for the season after promotion. So a little nerve-wracking, but got some trust in the guys. We've improved massively across the board, brought in some depth. We have a new striker, a new left winger, giving him the captain's band, hoping that he can provide and be the difference maker for us in this game. And Griffiths is starting off making some incredible saves early on. Obviously, they're putting the pressure on. Obviously, they're the better team. But Griffiths making saves like that throughout the game to really keep us in it for the first kind of beginning part of this game. So he's still on it. Has not missed a step. And it's Price. Or no, sorry, not Price. It's Tony. I'm used to Price being the one there missing. And 63 minutes in, we go ahead. We were really, really solid across the board this whole game, really not giving Arsenal a lot of opportunity besides kind of the opening kickoff, first 15 or so, 20 minutes of this game. And we've really settled in, and we found a winner. And then just an insane goal outside the foot. Just he used that speed and dribbling right there just to go around, quickly outside the foot, and that was the difference maker. Mora was the difference maker in this game, and we come away with 3 points away from Arsenal in our first game. Just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And then for our first home game, it's not getting any easier. We have Manchester City in our first home game, seeing if we can replicate the miracle that we had just done away at Arsenal here. And this is what our starting 11 is looking like and what is going to be kind of moving forward. I don't believe. Yeah, we got Memphis out of there and Campbell. So we're kind of lacking defensively. Something to think about kind of moving forward. But, I mean, this Manchester City squad, man, that guy up top, Erling Haaland, is going to be an absolute problem. He is always an absolute problem when I play him. And unfortunate to give him a goal early on. I was trying to switch to the midfielder there and run to try and intercept that ball, and it changed me to the center back, and I already started running, and I just totally ran out of position. Haaland with one of the easiest goals you'll have all season. And he just does it again. Easy turn to Kai on a yellow card. It was, I don't know, I feel like I'm really bad, or I get nervous when strikers get the ball right in front of goal like that. I don't know what to do, and I always get scored on, and they just are piling the goals on. It's Erling Haaland ripping 3 past us like a warm knife through butter. Just absolutely destroyed us. And thank God Arsenal did not have a Haaland-esque player, because we would have gotten destroyed like we did in this game. So 0-3 was the final score here in our first home game, but it's all right. You know, it's a game that we expect to absolutely lose. And after that game, you know, I kind of in that mindset of we're going to need some other people to score, right? We're going to need other striker. And I don't think Hegebo, our backup striker at this point, is good enough. So I was looking through, and I find ourselves a Greek striker from Brighton, young guy, coming to us on loan. 75 rated, tall, decent stats, can hopefully provide us an option on the bench, or when we need to rotate the squad, he will do the job. It's Tizimas. Again, no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Greek youngster coming to us from Brighton on loan for 12 months. Welcome, Stefanos. And I pull up in our final game of the episode. No, it's not. I lied. We have one more Premier League game. This is the Carabao Cup. This is the squad that we're rocking with. We're giving our secondary squad time here, right? So DeCroy, Sambo, Mumba, Phillips, Johnston, our guy Jovanovic, he was out on loan from us last year. We have him for 2 years, and Tizima up top. So rocking with the B squad here. Let's see if they can hold their own, get the job done here against Reading in the first Carabao Cup round. I would like to give the secondary squad guys opportunities in the FA and Carabao Cup here, just to give them play time. And Price out here continuing to miss open shots, but really want to give them some play time so they stay happy. And it would be awesome if we get into a run, but we put some pressure on. We're getting shots off like that, and ultimately we had to make some subs to bring the starters in. They were not getting the job done, and in the dying seconds, last kick of the game, it's our man Mohamed Amora. Jeez, Mohamed Amora coming in and saving the day in the last kick, giving us the 1-0 lead here against Reading and moving on to the Carabao Cup. But again, would like to give our secondary squad guys opportunities to start and play in these tournaments. Great if we can make a little bit of a run. Our sole goal is to just survive relegation, right? So as much as it'd be fantastic if we somehow randomly got a FA Cup or Carabao Cup win, staying up in the Premier League is the focus here. And 1-0 win for Reading in the Carabao Cup. We live to see another Carabao Cup game. And then moving on to the last game of the episode. And I love this intro. I feel like I don't get it often at all anymore. But the Google Maps, whatever, zoom in of the stadium and the city here, and you can see like Liverpool right there, the Hilton Stadium. So I don't know, I just think it's this intro is awesome. I'd love to see more of it to throw in there. But it's Everton. They're kind of a hit or miss squad. I feel like they definitely have gone downhill the last few years, but they got the history. They are a historic club, and it didn't take long, not take long, for us to score within 10 minutes. It's our guy Patati giving the assist. I think it was to Bove. Yeah, Bove, who we brought in permanently here, getting a goal, just getting the ball easily turning. It's like what Erling Haaland was doing to us, just being able to get the ball and turn, and just was way too easy. And Amora doing the same thing, just 5 minutes later, getting the ball turning, using that pace and that shot, and giving us a quick 2-0 lead here away against Everton. The boys are buzzing. They're feeling it. They're clicking. The Mora is so pacey, and the ball kind of is like sticks to his feet. It's night and day difference playing with him in game, right? And we sloppily give up a goal kind of before halftime here on the corner. All around, just horrible defending, bad marking. Griffiths, I think in the second replay you'll see maybe should have saved this, but just no one's around him. It's right at Griffiths, right over his hands, just nobody doing anything. Just a stupid and unfortunate goal to give up. Yeah, like right over his hands there. Reaction time just not quick enough, but it's all right because basically off the kickoff, after they scored that goal, we pounce again, and it's just kind of too easy. Give ourselves the 2-goal buffer again. It's just a little too easy. I'm not going to complain about it. Zamora, 3 appearances, 3 goals. Scored in the Arsenal game, has scored twice here against Everton. And another few minutes later, essentially off the kickoff, again, boom. It's that outside the foot shot. I think that's going to be a little bit of a deadly weapon. To utilize. And we're not done yet. Right before halftime again. We're up 5-1 before half, just in the snap of a finger. And it was awesome. It was awesome. And we ended up scoring a 6th goal in the second half, but I just skipped those, went to the end here. Just an utter domination against Everton, 6-1. And there goes Hegabua for 4-0 to Ipswich Town. Appreciate it. You did okay when you came in, scored a goal or 2 for us, but we are moving on. And one last big signing. We expunged the rest of our funds. We are absolutely baroque after this signing, trying to get this guy in. We need another left-footed center back. We needed a left-footed center back that could start Nagolia or whoever that guy is that we brought in last year. I just did not have confidence in him next to Takai. Takai, great, and I wanted to pair him up with a left-footed guy here. So Yori Bass from Ajax, 77 rated, young, solid stats all around, and he's left-footed. He's our last signing for this transfer window here, and really excited about this guy. Can also play left back if need be, but a great starter next to Takai here. And this is kind of an overview of who we brought in. So Walton, Stefanos, Takai, Sambo, Phillips, Patati, and you can kind of see the details here. Mumba, Frank, Delcroix, the Haitian, Bove, and Bass, I think, are kind of who we are here. And Amora. Can't forget about our guy Amora. Then a lot of loans coming out as well as selling some players. So as you can see, Joshua Hutton, Bialik, Sule, Fontana, Todd, they're all out on loan or getting sold. Hegbo, Banny as well, Higgins. Memphane is going down the list. I know we went through these already, but here we go. And then Berthe at the end here for a whopping $50 million, which for a 78, 79 rated player, if you want to give me $50 million for a 27-year-old, go for it. And this is what this month looked like. So we did join that, whatever the preseason tournament is. We did not win it, but I'll take, man. And our first 4 competitive games, 4 wins, 1 loss, and it's being against Man City. I'll absolutely take it. And this is what next month has in store for us: another Carabao Cup game, a few League Cup or Premier League games here. But it's been awesome, and we are starting off hot, sitting in 4th place in the league, which is insanity. I don't think we'll be staying up there for much longer. But it's great. It's a hot start. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Keep the momentum going. Really build from the foundation of the squad that we have here. I'm really, really stoked about who we brought in and who we have. So that's dope. Everton, Leicester leads at the bottom of the table here with 1 point. So Everton, sorry, goal differential is horrible because of us. Sorry, not sorry. But I appreciate y'all watching. Give a like, give a subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Follow along. Let's see where we can end up, if we can win a trophy or survive relegation here in the Premier League. Peace.